What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? What's up, guys?
I basically did YouTube videos for years without making any money. When I first started, the videos were horrible, and then they slowly got less and less horrible throughout the years. Even then, when I was making money the first few years, it was nothing. It was scraps. You grind. One thing about YouTube is growth is definitely exponential. It's not like you go from like 1 million views to like 2 million. It's like 1 million to 10 to 100 million.
How does it make you feel to know that you are literally changing the world through resources, time, money, attention, and yet you get criticized so much as well?
Oh, you're just jumping right into that. It's impossible at this scale to make a piece of content that 100 million people will all conventionally be like, this is perfect. You'll go crazy and quit if you try to make everyone happy.
The most followed individual on social media.
He's the most watched person on YouTube.
Shattering viewership records.
We're talking about Jimmy Donaldson, but you probably know him as MrBeast.
You said, do I want to create content that's different than what the algorithm wants? What you're actually asking me is there every time you want to create content that's different than what people want to watch?
Yes.
And the question is no, because I get joy out of entertaining people. Like, that's why I'm doing this. I don't want to make content people don't want to watch. And maybe, you know, artsy people might see this and be like, and want to throw up. But in my case, like, I deeply enjoy entertaining people.
That's
here.
pretty
Like,
cool.
a lot of people will say it's luck, but it's like, was it luck that I spent 1,000 days in a row analyzing why videos perform better than others? I mean, point to one person who's put 1/10 of the amount of time into this that I have and didn't become successful. The saying is like, it takes 10,000 hours to master something. I think the saying should be, it takes 100,000 hours to master something.
If you knew what I knew, you could get 10 million subscribers within 6 months.
Your first video is not going to get views.
Subscribers don't matter. Views don't matter. I mean, they do.
So stop sitting there and thinking for months and months on end and just get to work and start uploading.
Everything you want as a creator comes from making the best videos possible and thumbnails.
MrBeast shares his best YouTube advice all the way from title and thumbnail secrets to growing a channel on YouTube.
It's much easier to get 5 million views on one video than 50,000 views on 100 videos.
He also reveals how he's able to hook in viewers in his videos and what he would do if he started over from scratch.
And what is your definition of success then?
Yo, honestly, the main thing, here's the thing, everything you just said there, like the amount of people have reached, impact, all these things, really comes down to, do people enjoy the video? Because if people don't watch and enjoy the video, then it just doesn't get served. And so YouTube's algorithm is actually very great at incentivizing you just to make the best content possible. So really all I do is I just look at, how do I make the greatest videos possible? How do I make a video that people will watch? And at the end, they'll feel satisfied, they'll feel fulfilled, they'll want to watch another one of our videos, and they'll be like, that was a good investment of my time. Because the only way you get 200 million views a video, which is what our videos do on average for the first 365 days.
I really think positivity can be just as interesting as negativity. I just think it's harder. That's the distinction. I think it's easy just to trash talk or tear down something. I think it's a lot harder to make like an upbeat, fulfilling video that's also entertaining.
It'd be similar to what I tell a lot of younger creators and entrepreneurs is like, whatever time frame you think it's going to take to achieve something, it's probably going to take 3 times longer, you know? And so if you think it's going to take 2 years to hit 1 million subscribers, it's probably going to take like 6, 7, 8, 9.
Unless you're MrBeast.
Yeah, no, even for me, I started at 11. It didn't happen until I was in my 20s or whatever, 19. And so it's just, it's why like Steve Jobs says, you got to love what you do.
Yeah.
And that's like, yes, you can think of, everyone always like points to a little outlier who did it in a year or whatever. But statistically, you're not going to be that outlier. And so it's just going to take you a very long time. And if you're just not deeply in love with what you do, you're going to quit before you achieve it.
Just because you can't do something massive like me doesn't mean what you're doing isn't important. Tipping a pizza delivery guy a few extra dollars is cool. Or even better, just doing something unique and even more unexpected, like compliment someone or randomly mow your neighbor's lawn. It might seem minuscule, but obviously if millions of you do it, it like has like a very macro impact, and it does start with you.
But is there like a specific way it needs to start? Is there some sort of stimulus that needs to happen?
No.
Like really, so
There's like, you can look, I mean, literally billions of videos have gone viral on YouTube. And there's like, yeah, I mean, there are certain things like you hook them at the start, but how you hook them is whatever. I mean, culture, there's different things, whatever's relevant at the time, like different things would hook him than him. You know what I mean? Like a Catholic joke or something would get him watching, but I might not understand. It's like literally infinite, you know?
Right.
So
I just wonder if there's some sort of structure that we're drawn to, like, because
the only structure is really at the start of the video, you got to get them interested and get them watching. And then basically, I mean, it sounds obvious, but just don't have any moments where you veer off story unless there's a really good reason, and just end it really quickly. Like those are the only things that are constant, and then how you do those are really up to you.
end it really quickly.
Yeah.
Meaning the entirety of the video is quick.
Like if
or
we were
just
like, thank you for coming out to the podcast, they're clicking off. And so as you're saying that, I go, no, thank you all for coming out to the podcast. And then we do that for like a minute. You're just like nuking your attention. People are already gone. So like in Buried Alive, if at like the 49-hour mark, I'm like, guys, this was a great video. They're clicking off. And then I go back to another story. So the second you wind a story down, end it. Like quickly.
One day you're getting 1 million views a video, and you establish the habit in their mind that when I click on this channel, I always enjoy it. When I click on a MrBeast video, it's a great experience. They under promise, over deliver. It's always good. It's always high quality. There's always a lot of effort put into it. And then next thing you know, you're doing 10 million views a video. And but like if you're constantly churning viewers, you're never going to get that exponential growth. So you just need people every single time they click on a video to have a great experience. And that only comes if you're making the greatest videos possible. So really, it just comes down to make the greatest videos possible. And the people who have been watching will keep clicking every time because the last 20 experiences have been great. And you like people, when you're considering what to watch, you factor all these things in, whether you realize it or not. When you're hovering on it and you're like, do I want to watch it? Like if your last 20 times you clicked on that channel, you were like, that was a great experience. You're going to click on the 21st. The more you reassure them that it's a great experience, the faster they'll do it. Like there are obviously tons of people who have watched 100 MrBeast videos. They don't even think. They just see MrBeast click because they're always happy when they do. And like all it takes is one bad video to destroy that trust. Now it's like, ooh, is this one of those bad videos or is it one of the good ones? Because I kind of like this other YouTuber. I don't know if I want to take the risk. So you just don't give them. Like there is no risk. Every time you enjoy it. And so, yeah, greatest video possible.
Your videos suck. You think your videos are good, but they suck. They just do. And the sooner you learn how to make great videos that people actually want to watch, the sooner you'll get views. I think is the biggest takeaway. Because like when I was 14, I thought my videos were the best in the world. They weren't. They're terrible. Many people are making way better videos than me, but I didn't think that. And I think, to be successful, you kind of have to have a little bit of that ego where you're like, my content's great and you got to believe in it. But also like, if you have sub 1,000 subscribers, like there's a good probability your videos just suck. They just do. And you need to make hundreds of videos or 100 videos. I don't know. Depends on the difficulty of your videos. Improve something every time and just like get to the point where they don't. When you make good content, you'll blow up. It's not the algorithm. It's not anything. It's just like me and most people who are in my position, you just make terrible videos. And that's okay because you got to make a bunch of videos and improve over time to be great. Like you don't just pick up a baseball and become an MLB level athlete within a year. It takes many, many, many years, and YouTube's kind of the same way.
A lot of people get analysis paralysis and they'll just sit there and they'll plan their first video for 3 months. And any of you listening, especially if you have 0 videos on your channel, your first video is not going to get views, period. It's not. Your first 10 are not going to get views. I can very confidently say that. So stop sitting there and thinking for months and months on end and just get to work and start uploading. Like all you need to do, this applies to people who have not uploaded videos but have dreams of being a YouTuber, is make 100 videos and improve something every time. Do that. And then on your 101st video, we'll start talking. Like maybe you can get some views, but your first 100 are going to suck. There are very freak cases like Liza Koshy or Emma Chamberlain who have really good personalities and it doesn't take them as many videos. And it's just like people who are 7'5" and making the NBA. Like, yes, there are freak cases you can find, but for the average person like us, who don't have these exceptional personalities and, backgrounds in filmmaking, just make 100 videos, improve something each time, and then talk to me on your 101st video.
How do you improve something each time?
The second one, just, I don't know, put more effort into the script. The third one, try to learn a new editing trick. The fourth one, try to figure out a way that you can have better inflections in your voice. The fifth one, try to, study a new thumbnail tip and implement it. The sixth one, try to figure out a new title. There's infinite ways. That's the beauty of content creation online. There's literally infinite ways, from the coloring to the frame rate, to the editing, to the filming, to the production, to the jokes, to the pacing, to every little thing can be improved, and they can never not be improved. There's literally no such thing as a perfect video.
To be a successful YouTuber, you have to sit in your room and just fucking have little social interaction for a very long time. Yeah. Like probably a solid 3 to 5 years minimum of just being a fucking loser and sitting in your room and just filming videos. And if that's what it is. I mean, for the most part, like, because your first videos are going to suck. Like it's going to take you a couple years to make them good. And it's just like a lot of time. And who the fuck has that kind of time?
I look like Logan.
What YouTube wants is they want people to click on a video and they want to watch it. Like at its core, that's what it is. Now you can like draw little lines and go as deep as you want into how to get people to click and how to get people to watch. I mean, essentially by studying the algorithm, you'll learn that you're more studying
human psychology, right? What do humans want to watch? Anytime you say the word algorithm, just replace it with audience, and it works perfectly. Like, the algorithm didn't like that video. No, the audience didn't like that video. Literally, that's it. If people are clicking and watching, then it gets promoted more. And that's literally all the algorithm does, is reflect what the people want to a T. And if you deny that, you just make terrible videos and are trying to find a scapegoat. If you're young and you're not like slightly being made fun of for your obsession, you're not obsessed enough.
Yes.
Like 100%. And that's fucked. It's not how it should be, but that is just society.
And it's okay to not be that obsessed. Like, not everybody needs to have a singular focus. Like, but if you do have that and people are making fun of you and that thing might be able to make money,
don't be afraid of it.
You will be all right.
But it can. No matter what it is, it can.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, what is it? Like, if you make just like $100, when you break it down, you only need to make like $100 a day to live off of it. And which isn't like crazy, depending on the obsession.
What makes for a good title? Short?
Not just short. It's also, if someone reads it, are they like, do they have to watch it? Is it just so intrinsically interesting that it's just gonna with them if they don't click on it? You know what I mean? Ideally, it's a title also that, you know, because the titles don't live in a vacuum, right? So it has to lead into the content. So ideally, the title represents content that you would want to watch for 20 minutes. So if it's a 20-minute video and the title is I stepped on a bug, the click-through rate is going to be much lower than if it was like a 5-second video. Like, even nuances of the length of the video based against the title will affect whether people want to click it, because sometimes they just don't add up. I mean, it's that, yes, ideally you want it below 50 characters, because above 50 characters on certain devices, you run the chance of it going ... So like, I took a light pole and I saw how many dollar bills I could stack on top, and they would just go ... because it's too long and it can't finish it. And that's the worst thing, because then people don't even know what they're clicking on. And so it's going to do even worse. Short, simple, ideally, and just so freaking interesting they have to click. And it is a good segue into the content, and it represents the length of the content. The more extreme the opinion, typically the higher the click-through rate. If you can like pay it off in the content, then it just supercharges it. So like,
so you have a kind of estimate of the extreme.
Like this water, right? You're like, Fiji water sucks. Yeah, that would do fine. But if you said Fiji water is the worst water I've ever drank in my life, way more extreme opinion would do way better.
But you have to deliver.
Yeah, but then you have to deliver, because the more extreme you are, the more extreme you have to be in the video.
I heard you guys talking about autoplay on YouTube, and I've never considered it. I've always thought about the thumbnail, but now on YouTube, videos automatically play.
Of course. So before you film a video, what is the thumbnail? What is the video? And then what's the first 5 seconds? And then what's the first 30 seconds? You know, by the first 5 seconds is like, goes with the thumbnail.
Because it's possible that people open YouTube and
they don't see it.
They don't
Especially
even see the
for
thumbnail.
us, because like for so many people I've watched hundreds of our videos, when I upload, I am first on your homepage. So like you just literally don't even see the thumbnail because it autoplays so quickly. So like the thumbnail is irrelevant. I have to like visually convince you to click on the video.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Yeah, that's why we go so hardcore.
Dude, that's so crazy. So do you consider also captions in those first 5 seconds? Because
Of
people
course,
aren't
all
watching
of it.
with
Yeah,
audio.
everything. Everything, yes, 100%.
Wow. So those first 5 seconds, that hook is now even more important than it ever used to be.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, before it was important because you had to convince people to watch.
Yeah.
Now you have to convince people to click and watch at the same time.
Whoa.
With the first 5
So
seconds.
that's driving CTR now too. Yeah.
It is 100%.
Wow.
I roast a lot of people who like have boring first 5 seconds. It's brutal.
This is what is crazy. YouTube's algorithm, it does such a good job at just giving people what they want. Is like, the more you study the data, the more it just tells you, make videos people want to watch. And so I've said this a bajillion times, so my fans are gonna be like, oh, he's saying it again. But the more you study the YouTube algorithm, the more you realize I should be studying mass, psychological behavior. Like, I should be studying humans and what they like. The algorithm just rewards them what they want to watch, or gives them what they want to watch. So it's like, it's more just looking at our past videos and seeing like, what are the things people found funny? What are the things people liked? What is the right pacing where people enjoyed it and didn't think it was too fast or too slow? And it's just like, it's that. And then, because you can, so you use the data to come up with what are the confinements that like people like, and then the team, and it used to be me, now I have a lot of people who help, the team experiments, how do we be creative and like, level up and do the storytelling within these confinements? Because we know, like, theoretically, people don't want to watch a 2-hour-long video. No one's coming to YouTube. Most people aren't coming to YouTube to watch a 2-hour-long video. They also don't want to watch a 5-minute video. So we know, like, hey, the video is probably, especially right now, over 50% of US watch time on YouTube is on television. People on television, so like, we used to make 12, 13-minute videos when it was more phone heavy. But people on television, they don't want to just watch a 10-minute video. They want to commit. A lot of people are eating food. Like, the sweet spot's above 25 minutes. Like, so now it's like 25 to 35-minute videos. So it's like, that's not a creative art decision. That's a data decision. But, the more granular you get, then it starts to become more creative, So, because it's making sure people like it.
But it's hard though, because I don't want people to don't like see an outlier and just do the exact video. You always have to take it and ideally put a spin on it, a twist on it, do it your own way. Because if you just recreate what's already there, well, it's already popped off. Like, it's not going to work. But if you use it as inspiration, which is what I want to get across, and then you creatively come up with your own version, that's where they work, right?
Yeah. Choose the people you surround yourself with wisely as a mastermind of trustful individuals that support you and elevate you. That's what
support and elevate. But honestly, for me, the big thing is surround yourself with other freaks that are obsessed, obsessed. If what you want to be in life, this person thinks about it all day, dreams about it every night, talks about it nonstop, then you got, like, they're helping you, but you're also helping them. It is a mutual beneficial thing. Like, and if you find the 4 most obsessed people in the world that you can get your hands on that topic, and you talk to them every day and you're around them constantly, there's just no world that the version of you that does that is not exponentially better and further along 2 years later, theoretically, than the version of you who isn't. I mean, it is a monster of a difference, and there's no doubt in my mind. And it's not a thing that requires money. It's not a thing that requires to have a rich father or anything. It is a thing that is fully in your control, and you just got to make it happen.
Absolutely.
You control who you're friends with. You control who you hang around, and you control if you're constantly leveling up that friend group or if you just stay content.
That's it.
You know, you're never going to make everyone happy, and so you just figure out where the line is. And if you're content and happy with it, and majority of people who watch it are happy with the piece of content you put out, what else can you do? You know what I mean? You'll go crazy and quit if you try to make everyone happy. At that point, I was about to graduate high school, and everyone's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "A YouTuber." And they're like, "You're crazy."